What's up guys, Mike here, and this summer LeBron James has famously said that ever since he started playing basketball, he's been chasing a ghost. This ghost played in Chicago. This ghost is Michael Jordan. So today I have a kind of funny but very interesting video for you. We are going to take a team full of LeBrons and a team full of Michael Jordans and see just what would happen if both teams played each other on the court. Now remember, everyone who's going to comment hate in the comment section, I sim these games. I sim the game you are about to watch 101 times on whatifsports.com, and this is the last video on this channel that is going to be using NBA 2K16 gameplay because NBA 2K17 just came out, guys, and I'm posting a video on my second channel right now. So I'm leaving the link in the description. Make sure to go subscribe to the second channel, watch the video. After this video, of course, I think you guys are really gonna love that channel. And with that said, let's see what would happen if a team full of LeBrons played a team full of Michael Jordans. Running the offense for the Jordans, we have 1989 MJ at the point. In the 89 season, Jordan set his career high in assists, averaging 8 per game. This was also the season where he hit his famous shot over Craig Elo and the Cavaliers, leading his Bulls to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they eventually lost to the Detroit Pistons in the Bad Boys era. At the two guard, 1988 Mike provides the Jordans with perhaps the best combination of Michael Jordan as an athlete and a scorer. In 88, Jordan led the league in scoring with an absurd 35 points per game on 53.5% shooting, and he was awarded his first ever MVP award. In fact, 1988 Jordan is the last player in 28 years to win the MVP despite finishing as a 3 seed in his conference, proving just how dominant he was as a player. At small forward, 91 Mike takes the court as the first ever Jordan to win an NBA championship. This version of Michael dominated the NBA, averaging 31.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 5.5 assists per game, while then setting a Bulls franchise record with 61 wins. The end of the 91 season saw Jordan win his second MVP and defeat Magic Johnson in the NBA Finals, starting the first of 2 eventual Bulls three-peats. At power forward, 92 Jordan sees Michael build on the momentum of his 91 season, again winning the MVP and again taking home the NBA championship. This season is most known for Jordan's shrug game in Game 1 of the 92 Finals, as Jordan knocked down 6 three-pointers and scored 35 points in the first half of Game 1, which resulted in him shrugging, as if to say, even I can't believe that I'm this good. And finally, at the center spot, we have 96 Mike. 1996 was the first full season that Jordan returned from his brief career as a baseball player, and it may just have been Jordan's best all-around season as a professional basketball player. In 96, Jordan won his 4th MVP, leading the Bulls to a ridiculous 72-win record, and eventually took home his 4th NBA championship over the Seattle Supersonics in the NBA Finals. And opposing the Jordans, we have the LeBrons. Taking the ball for the LeBrons, we have 2010 LeBron James. Now, the 2010 season is famous as LeBron's original last year in Cleveland, but what people forget is that it's also the best example we have of LeBron playing the point guard position. With significant injuries to Cavalier players at the guard spot, LeBron averaged a career-high 8.6 assists per game and will surely be ready to set up his counterparts with easy baskets in this game of champions. At the two guard, we have the youngest player in this game, the 2007 version of LeBron James. In 07, LeBron was just 22 years old, but quickly proved that he had what it took to take over a playoff series. In Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons, LeBron finished with 48 points and scored 29 of his team's final 30 points, a moment that Steve Kerr would describe as Jordan-esque. At small forward, we have 2012 LeBron, the first version of the King to finally kill his demons and win the NBA championship. 2012 LeBron spent the offseason working on his postgame with Hakeem, and it paid off as he won his 3rd MVP on the way to defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder in the 2012 NBA Finals. The power forward for the LeBrons gives us the next year of LeBron, 2013 King James. In 2013, the Miami Heat won an incredible 27 games in a row in the regular season, the 3rd most in NBA history. And behind this remarkable win streak and awesome play, LeBron finished with his 4th MVP and led his team to his 2nd championship trophy, this time defeating the San Antonio Spurs in 7 games. And finally, we have the center spot and the most recent version of LeBron. 2016 LeBron is the most experienced, most championship ready of all the versions of LeBron James past. In the 2016 season, LeBron led the heavy underdog Cleveland Cavaliers to the city's first championship in 52 years, while becoming the first team in NBA history to recover from a 3-1 series deficit. And in terms of the center position, 2016 LeBron proved time and time again that he is ready to protect the rim, giving them an obvious advantage over the Jordans in terms of post defense. And so, with the team set, the only thing left to do is start the game. The game begins with a surprising tip-off win for the Jordans. With control of the ball on the game's first possession, 92 Jordan isolates from the right side, rises up, and sinks a jumper to give his team the first lead of the game. game. The momentum continues in the game's opening minutes, as 92 Jordan again scores off an aggressive drive to the basket. On the next possession, 89 MJ hits 96 Jordan with a sick pass on a cut to the basket, resulting in a thunderous dunk. The LeBrons quickly even the game, however, as they pick up several offensive rebounds off of missed baskets and convert them into points. At the 6-minute mark, 2013 LeBron steps back, considers the defense, then lets one go from deep, knocking down a long 3-point jumper to give his team the lead early in the game. After this 3-point bomb, the Jordans call timeout to regain composure and come back into the game with a renewed intensity. Right away, 96 Jordan hits a fall-away jumper off of a post attempt. Then 92 Jordan knocks down a mid-range jumper to give his team the lead. The quarter continues to showcase the Jordans' strengths, as the LeBrons struggle to score on the Jordans' aggressive man-to-man defense. Multiple versions of Mike managed to score in a variety of isolation plays, and the first quarter ends with the Jordans leading the LeBrons by 6 points. The second quarter begins with a change in strategy by the LeBrons. Realizing that they cannot match the Jordans point for point in a battle of isolation offense, the LeBrons begin to work the ball around as much as they possibly can. This leads to several layups off of cuts to the basket, as well as some open mid-range jumpers. The Jordans try their best to keep up with this frenetic pace, but their lack of ball movement really begins to hurt them. They hit some tough contested shots, but at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, the LeBrons have not only evened up the score, they have in fact taken a 4-point lead. At this point, attempting to solve this massive lull in the offense, 1988 Jordan attempts to take over. The man who once averaged 35 points per game begins to score in a variety of ways. At first, shooting jumpers over the LeBrons when they give him space. Then, as they begin to close out, 88 Jordan takes the ball to the basket, scoring on a massive dunk, then twice setting up his teammates for open jumpers. On the other side of the court, 2012 LeBron attempts to throw fire on the red-hot Jordans by showcasing his all-around game. 2012 LeBron knocks down a 3 from the corner, then takes a rebound, pushes the ball on the fast break, and scores on an impressive fast break finish. At the end of the quarter, LeBron continues his mini run, but this time, he switches to playmaking mode. He feeds 2013 LeBron with an open 3 at the top of the key, then blows by the defense, draws in the help defender, and sets up 2016 LeBron with an athletic dunk to finish the half. The first half of play ends with the LeBrons holding onto their advantage, finishing with a 2-point lead over the Jordans with 24 minutes left to play. And so the third quarter begins with the Jordans eager to even the score. Unfortunately, as they take the ball to the basket early in the half, they are met with a variety of LeBrons at the basket. Multiple LeBrons flex their advantage in height, rejecting Jordan on drives while denying a change in lead. On the other end, the LeBrons continue to prove that ball movement is the most important thing when it comes to a winning basketball team. The Kings work the ball around the perimeter time and time again, leading to open shots and open cuts to the basket. With 8 minutes left, the LeBrons hold a 12-point lead, and the Jordans appear to be in real danger of letting the game get away. And then everything starts to click. Just when they need it the most, 96 Jordan drains a 3 to stop this massive run. On the next possession, he catches the ball in the post, backs down, then rises up for a fadeaway jumper, scoring to cut the LeBrons' lead to 7. On the next play, 2016 LeBron drives to the basket and scores to quiet down this mini run. But the Jordans were not finished. Taking control of the ball, 89 Jordan finally begins to control the offense, hitting his future clones with open jumpers time and time again. The Mikes knock down multiple mid-range jumpers and continue to come up with timely stops on the defensive side of the floor, evening the score with 3 minutes left to go in the third. From there, the third quarter ends on a massive cold streak, as both offenses slow to a halt. The LeBrons settle for multiple 3-point jumpers and come up short time and time again, while the Jordans take the ball to the basket and look for fouls, but are denied, and the end of the third quarter finds us with a tie score. The fourth quarter begins with the LeBrons continuing to struggle on offense. Looking to pass the ball around the perimeter and find open shots, the LeBrons are instead met with several offensive miscues, as the Jordans step into the passing lanes and pick off errant passes from the multiple versions of King James. These steals lead to fast break after fast break, which is where the Jordans really thrive. On the first 3 possessions of the quarter, the Jordans knock down a jumper off the break, then score on back-to-back drives in transition, taking a quick 6-point lead. The LeBrons adjust though, and instead of moving the ball around, they switch up their offensive attack and begin to fake passes and instead take the ball to the basket. These drives lead to great opportunities around the rim, opportunities that the LeBrons thrive on. With their obvious advantage in height and weight over the Jordans, the LeBrons muscle their way to easy baskets time and time again. This causes the Mikes to adjust their defensive game plan and pack the lane, which leads to open jumpers for 2013 LeBron. Jumpers he knocks down to keep up the LeBron's hot streak. With 7 minutes left, the LeBrons hold a 6-point lead, but this game is far from over. Again, the Jordans realize that their strength is isolation offense, and at this point in the game, 91 Jordan begins to control the tempo. On an isolation play from the left wing, he takes one dribble, rises up, and scores on a fall-away jumper. jumper. The next time he touches the ball, he pump fakes, drives, and scores on an impressive move to the hoop. And finally, at the 4-minute mark, he drives in the defense, finds an open man, and the Jordans score, tying the game with just minutes remaining. And the final 4 minutes see the game tied, but the difference in these two superstars soon proves to be the difference in the game. While the Jordans continue to isolate, the LeBrons work the ball around and look for cracks in the defense. This leads to open looks for the LeBrons time and time again in the game's closing moments. On the other end, 92 and 91 Jordan failed to convert on back-to-back tough contested jumpers. And the LeBrons continue to strike at the opportunity. Off of 91 Jordan's miss, 2013 LeBron takes the rebound, takes off on the fast break, and scores on a thunderous dunk. This gives the LeBrons a 7-point lead with 2 minutes to go, a lead they would never let go of. The LeBrons finished the game with a 10-point victory, showcasing that their all-around game was more valuable in a game against the greatest player of all time. And looking at the box score, you can see just where the LeBrons took over the game and took home the win. They won the rebound battle, blocked more shots, and scored on a greater percentage of their baskets. And so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that game. Now, I know a bunch of you are going to disagree with the result, but I mean, if you think about it, I think it does make sense. I mean, Jordan is more of a scorer. He's more of an alpha male. It would be kind of hard for 5 Jordans to play together on the court. They'd all have to be sharing shots. I don't really know how that would go, but LeBron is able to switch to the role of a facilitator, and plus he has the rebounding advantage. He's a better shot blocker. Just in a 5-on-5 team basketball game with 5 clones of a certain player, I think LeBron has an advantage. And so with that said, if you are new to this channel, this is a basketball channel, so I make a bunch of basketball content. I look at what if scenarios like this. I look at basketball history videos. I look at basketball conspiracies. Basically, if it is basketball related, I cover it here. And if you love basketball, I think you'd love to subscribe, and I'd love to have you. And to everyone who is already subscribed, thank you guys so much for supporting me. And thank you for supporting my second channel too. I already have 28,000 subscribers there, and there's no content. Well, now there's a video there, so make sure to go watch that. Again, link is in the description. And other than that, guys, have an awesome day, and cue the music.